Right then, welcome back. Today we are going to do the official KTM tester event, and let's just say it was a little bit sticky. So we've gone from using whatever bikes we want, whatever setups we want, to this where we're on a loaned KTM 390 and we can change the preload and we can't change the tyres. Not only that, it's the pain in the arse of getting through the red poles, which I have confessed my hatred for in the past. So let's just say this wasn't the most enjoyable event. First attempt, we've got half a second penalty, and well, it was the most brutal half a second penalty in the whole history of going through red gates, because we missed by 0.13 of a second, so we had to go again. It's a KTM 390, it's at the Nurburgring short course, it's in the dark, and it's going through red poles. I have very little love for this event, but it needed doing. So, finally, first one done, and we did it quite easy in the end, even though it was like a penalty. It was harder than I thought. In fact, this whole event was genuinely harder than I thought it was going to be. Second race, second challenge, second whatever we're going to call it, we're on the 790 Duke, and we're at Monza. It's a race. Again, we can only adjust the preload. We can't change tyres. And yeah, this took a couple of goes. Attempt number 1 into the Parabolica, end of lap 3. The AI were quick, and it's that horribly dodgy thing where the bike slides and it never comes back to you and you end up falling off. Attempt 2, I've been a clever sod and turned all the electronics off, so I'm over the back. I get back on, we're going back through the pack, and it just, not my finest hour. Attempt number 3, again, we're on that slidey bit where the bike goes away from me, it comes back, it's on a curve, and we get spat off. Attempt 4. Yes, 4 attempts to do a race on a bog standard 790 KTM. The back end steps out again, and we're into the gravel. So, attempt number 5 at Monza. The AI are quick. The bike's not particularly enthralling to ride. It's one of those weird races where something happens, but it doesn't really happen. I have a bit of a ding dong with think it's a Brazilian rider, for a couple of laps, and then things go very quiet and very dull. So I've kind of kept it to a bare minimum, shall we say. Enjoy. Finally, and that's been a bit of a recurring theme at the minute. It's been a few days since the last ride video went out because I've been having a nightmare. I've been having a nightmare with endurance races. I've been having a nightmare with doing a KTM event on loan bikes. Every endurance race I've done, there's been no rain tyres and it's rained. The AI have been daft. You get the idea. It's just been horrendous. I've been away from the game for a couple of weeks as well, so getting back into it, it's just not been great. Third event, we're on an 1190R big V twin sports bike and we're at Monza again. The lack of imagination is startling. You have all the tracks in the world to choose from, and we just stay at Monza. Absolutely mega. Time attack, 1 lap, 155.7 is the target. It's a lone bike again, so we're on standard road tyres, and it's not the cleanest lap I've ever done in my life, but it gets the job done. That's that. We did it. Yeah, we did it quite easy in the end. Wasn't a particularly dodgy target. 400 seconds. Just same as always. Don't crash. And you could even crash and get away with it, and you'd be all right. But just don't make an arse of it. Fourth one, Nurburgring. Now I was a bit nervous because I really didn't want to do a full time attack of the whole lap. Turns out it's not. It's just the section from the Dottingerhoe straight down past the Swedish cross section. For anyone who knows anything about the Nurburgring and spends as much time racing and watching videos of it there, that will mean something to you. If it doesn't, it's from one side of it to the other about, I don't know, about a third of a lap, just over a third of a lap. So how this bike does not spit me off several times and send me to the moon, I'm not sure. It's a very difficult track to set a bike up for. I find, for me, if you know a magic setup that goes somewhere between handling and managing the bumps, then by all means just let me know, because I really struggle. I am dreading doing the endurance race, but such is life. It will be what it is, and we'll just have to stop whinging and get on with it. Yeah, a number of times, if this had been an actual motorcycle with a real human being on it, it would have turned the person's balls to absolute dust. But hey, it is what it is. we can finally breathe because it's done, and we haven't died, and we haven't crashed, and we've done it comfortably. But that was a sweaty palms and a sweaty bum couple of minutes. I really didn't want to fail at that and have to keep doing it because it was rather bloody difficult. So last one, 5 laps, Algarve, Portimao, whatever you want to call it, and we're on a race modified Super Duke 1290. And this was it a really good race? Yeah, it was a really good race. I was going to say one of the best races I've ever had. It's just one of them races where I make a mess of it at the start, and then I spend the next 5 laps riding out of my skin trying to catch the AI up because I really don't want to have to start it again. So it's fast, it's good, and I really enjoyed it. And across the line, that front tyre was not happy. That front tyre was not happy at all. But if I'd gone any stiffer with the front suspension, then we would have moved a load of energy into the back of the bike, which would have crucified the rear tyre, and we would have been in a world of trouble. So it was just one of them weird ones where you just have to put up with what it is and just not push the front too hard. It's done. I really enjoyed that race. It was good. It's Portimao, one of the half a dozen circuits where I never seem to have a bad race. And not only that, we get a free bike that I've already got, that I've now got to sell the one I've got and got all the miles on and the setups in and put all the bits onto this one, because the game won't let you sell a gift, because the game's an arse. But it's done. It's done. And we move onwards, and I'm going to say upwards, but it's not upwards, it's sideways, because for the next few videos I'm just going to get frustrated, really frustrated. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much if you're going to leave me a like, a comment, and you're going to subscribe. I really appreciate it, and fingers crossed I will see you next time. Stay safe. Peace.